What is up, everybody? Welcome to yet another live stream on my channel. Tonight, as you can see, we are doing something different. We are going to try and live stream some gameplay video, since I had this game that is only a solo game. So tonight we are going to try and play Deep Space D-6. So this is a solo game. It is only played solo, if that was not like understandable. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait a little bit to see if anyone is going to swing by before I start explaining, give you a little overview how the game works and what are the rules and everything, and then we'll try and beat this game. Now this game also comes with other ships. This is one. Tonight we are driving HALCYON, HALCYON, something like that. And there are 3 more ships that we are going to play in the next 4 days. So in the next 4 days we are going to see if I'm better than this game. So we also have other ships. So we have the Athena MK2. We have AG8, and the last one is called Mononover, something like that. So those ships we will be flying in the next 3 days, but tonight we are flying with HALCYON, and I am playing just the regular base game without any additions. I'm doing the normal length of the game, hard mode, so I need to beat this deck or else I lose. And we have Kotka, of course. Hello Kotka, nice you swing by. Tonight we are not painting, so you might enjoy more this, since you are not a painter yourself. So yeah, so the object of the game, others that join in will probably just rewind to the start of the video to learn how to play the game. But yeah, okay, basically how the game works is pretty simple. This is pretty easy game. You have your hull points and you have your shield points, and this is what is saving you from dying, and all you need to do is beat all the cards in this deck. So not all, but practically all of them. So you need to empty this deck and try to survive. And you have your ship and you have your dice. Each turn you will roll your dice, and depending which symbols you roll, you will activate different parts of the ships. Now all the other ships that I showed you, they have a little bit of different things that dice do, so they work differently, so they're pretty unique. So tonight we are just going with the base one. This is to start the game with. You will play this when you get the game. If you get the game, you really want to start with this one. This will learn you how the game functions and everything. So basically what happens, each round you will roll some dice. You will try to defeat these cards. New cards will come. These are the all kinds of different threats that you are trying to overcome. And basically how this ship works is, if you roll 3 of these symbols and 3 of the dice are here, you will automatically draw 1 threat from the deck, put it on a corresponding spot. This one is 4, which means it has 4 points of damage, so you need to damage it 4 times to kill it. And -1 meteoroid health. So this meteoroid, I'll have to check out what he's doing. Oh, if he gets 1, he goes down, and when he is destroyed, he will deal me 5 damage, for example. And yeah, so the other dice are, we have this wait, I had rules somewhere. These all dice have names, so I don't want to pronounce them correctly or anything. Okay, so this is a threat detected symbol, and when it comes to 3, you will draw an extra threat that turn. Else you have on the symbols, you have these commander dice. This is the commander symbol, and the commander can change any crew to become something else. So for example, you can say this one to, let's say for example, be this one, and you will use it here probably if you need it. So we have a lasers. One dice is doing 1 damage, and each other dice does 2 more damage. So this will be 3, and if I got this would be 5 damage that I can spread around on these cards and trying to defeat them. So next thing of the symbols, we have this symbol which means that I can return all units from the infirmary. Some of the units in the infirmary over here, they will end up here because they are damaged or the card says so. Or optionally, you can do other thing with it. You can return one of these dice to over here to use it in the next turn. And next thing we have is this green die. This green die recharges your shield, because first damage, always when you're receiving damage, you will always first damage your shields, then your hull points. So this one will recharge your shields. Or optionally, this ship has a special ability that is called stasis beam, and you will just use this dice, put it on one of the cards, and that card cannot activate that turn. And the last thing you can do with this ship, you can put this one to repair one of your hull points, and same as the lasers, if you have 2, that will mean you have 2 additional, that means you will repair 3 hull points, and so on, 5, 7, and so on. So once you allocated your dice, you did what you did, then these will strike, but before they strike, you will draw a new one, you will put it where it should be. And so this one protects external threats. So these are all external threats, so you need to first destroy this one before you can destroy any other of the cards. And yeah, now you will throw the dice. This dice shows you if these will activate. See, these cards, there are 2 types of cards. So there are cards that have square on them. These happen internally on your ship. For example, this is a friendly fire card that says immediately send all of your fire the laser dice to infirmary, and then discard the card. So this one says that you may not assign a repair hull until you put the dice with this symbol over here, then you can discard this card. But basically they just block you of doing some abilities and stuff. And the cards that have triangles on them, depending what number it is, they will show up on that number. And as you can see, they have some numbers on here, so depending what you roll on these black dice, you will activate all of those cards and do whatever they do. So this one gives you -2 hull, and it sends one of your lasers to infirmary, so stuff like that. So yeah, basically that is these are all the cards. There's a card nothing happens to help you out a little bit, to try and survive if you can. And yeah, basically that is the game. That's how the game plays. So yeah, I will just shuffle this deck now. I have to read one rule. I think I forgot something, so excuse me for just 1 second, just to refresh my memory. Of course, there's always an option that I will be making mistakes, that maybe I'm not playing the game right at all. So I'm just trying to stream and make your life a little bit easier, since I'm also stuck here with all of you. So yeah, it is how it is. Okay, so I'm just watching at some things. Something was super weird. I'm not really sure why some of the cards have. Just a second, I'm gonna check out something. See, these hijackers, why do they have these things here? They should not have these things here. These should be only on the cards with the squares. Those are used to, as you can see, you need to play this one to get rid of this card, and this is just, I don't know why these are here. I want to check that out, so give me a second. In the meantime, Kotska says, never seen this game before. Yeah, because it's a solo game, so there's a big chance you will never see it. So how often do you watch somebody playing solo game? Except tonight when you're watching me. And Kevin says that it reminds him of a Galaxy Tracker. Well, I can definitely tell you that it has very little with Galaxy Tracker. It is completely different game if you ask me. Okay, so these are all away mission. All internal threats have. Okay, so this is weird. External threats should not be having those down. So there's nothing in it in the rules. So special threats. Okay, we're gonna check it out when it comes to it. So let's just start and see how the game goes. Okay, so the setup is that you have your ship fully stocked, fully loaded, and you need to flip 2 cards over and put them on a corresponding spots. And now you are ready to start. Okay, first thing first, let me just check it one more time before. I didn't play this game in some time now, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to play the game and do it live. So yeah, you started playing more solo recently for obvious reasons, right? Because of the pandemic and everything. Yeah, me too, definitely. Been painting way more than I'm used to. So yeah, we're going to start. Okay, first roll of the game, and wow, this is one bad roll. Okay, so what happens? We need to allocate dice. Okay, this one goes here, this one goes on the lasers, this one goes here, but will do nothing. And of course, as soon as you put dice, you have to resolve them as you are assigning these dice, and resolve immediately their actions. So first we are going to put this one just to see what will come up with it. It is a strike bomber level 2. Okay, and yeah, we are going to put this repair here because we cannot do anything about it. And this one, since our shields is full, this one we will use as a stasis beam. Stasis beam means that we can make one of these not shoot this turn. Okay, so we're going to do it with this one. Okay, so now we are obligated to draw a new threat, and this is comms offline. You may not assign any of your leader tokens until you get rid of this. So yeah, unfortunately this one cannot be assigned here, but see, I'm not really sure if I didn't assign. Nah, I need to assign all the crew. When I'm done with assigning, I can go to the new threat. So okay, now the threat phase comes, and we're going to see is any threat activated. So number 3, as you can see, we don't have any with the number 3, so no threats were activated. And I completely forgot, when I put a laser here, he does 1 damage. He destroyed this one, so this one was out of the game. And yeah, so okay, that was that. Let's continue. So what did you play? Kotska says something. You played Lewis and Clark. Oh, I played Lewis and Clark, the dice game, and it was one of the 2 times that ever happened that we just sat around the table and said, okay, this game is stupid, let's play something else. So I played 1 game Lewis and Clark, those with lots of dice, and I got like in a few turns, and everybody around the table just said, okay, let's play something else. We really hated the game. So yeah, I don't know if that is the game you are referring to. So we're going to put this one here because we need to. We have a lot of dice that we don't need, so we're going to use this one to completely discard these comms offline. So these are handled with, so that means now we can use this one, and we are going to use it to change this one to laser. And we're going to fire the laser and put 1 down here for 1 damage to strike bomber. And this I will use to return this one from the bay from this threat detected thingy, and this one cannot be used because we cannot repair any of the hull or anything. Yeah, dice game is terrible. Lewis and Clark dice game. Okay, next thing we have is pandemic. Send a unit to the infirmary if you roll 1. So yeah, this one is obviously done, so we are going to just throw it away. And okay, so now we have pandemic on our hand that needs to be handled. So yeah, we now roll the dice. Number 3, and as you can see there is no number 3, so nothing activates, which is absolutely phenomenal. And that is basically how the game plays, and now we just go round by round and see if we can win this one. Okay, so we have a threat detected, we have 1 laser, and we have 1 stasis that will be used as a stasis beam, or will be. Nope, I will do it like this. Okay, this one will nullify this, and I will use this one to change this one to laser, and this one will just stay unused. So this is 3 damage, these 2 cards are 3 damage, so we are destroying these 2 cards, and we are throwing this one away since we got rid of it, of the pandemic and everything. Okay, new threat card shows up. This one is number 2. Oh, I'm in I will be in so much trouble later in game. Okay, so let's roll. Number 4, and we don't have any 4, so we are safe right now. Okay, and we continue rolling the dice. So far so good. I'm rolling pretty nice, so, and I just cursed myself, I guess. Okay, so we have 2 lasers. We are going to destroy this one since this is a 2 damage, and we are going to use this one to change it to this and return this one over here. Okay, new threat shows up, so now we have fighter level 1, and yeah, let's see if he can hit us. Number 3, nothing happens. Oh my god, so we are in a really great position now. Yeah, we will continue our trip throughout these infested waters. So we have 2 of these, which means new threat will come, level 3, and this one activates on almost any number. So you probably thought that this game was easy. Well, it was just easy at the start, but now we are going to get into some real trouble. Okay, so I'm going to use this one to make this one a laser, and then I will fire the laser and kill this one since it is only 1 damage, and this one goes unused. So we will pull out the new threat. Nothing happens, so we are good to go. And let's see if we can roll 6 and avoid this interceptor damage. Of course not, so we take 1 point of shield damage, and we continue. So these all return now since they detected all the damage they had, and wow, lots of good things happening around here. Okay, so we have 2 lasers, that is 3 damage, this one is 3 damage, so I'm going to destroy it. I'm having it really easy. Wow, I'm really afraid what will come up next. Next up, what can we do? Okay, we can just use this one to change this one to green and recharge our shields, and basically these 2 go unused since we don't have anything to attack or try to defeat. Okay, we have a robot uprising. Send a unit to the infirmary. So one of them will go to the infirmary. We'll just unused dice keep here, just so I don't confuse you with the infirmary card over here. So these guys in an infirmary, I can send one guy to the infirmary to change the other card, stuff like that, but I won't probably use that because that's just the last failsafe. As I already mentioned, I just jinxed it. Yeah, I did. So as I wanted to mention, this is like an easy setup. I could have pull out some of those nothing happened cards from the deck, or assign inside some cards that will, at the end, you will have to fight like huge big base that will collapse on you, stuff like that. But for now, we are not going to do that. We are going to play the regular game just because I really want to survive and I want you to see the whole game. If we die like super quick, I will restart, but if this goes on for some more time, I'll probably just leave it be and mark it as a lost. So yeah, let's see if the robot uprising, no, this one does not go in infirmary, it goes in infirmary if I throw 1, 2 or 3. Yep, I just throw 2, so this one goes to the infirmary, and now I have one less to fight for me. Okay, so we have a threat detected, we have one laser, we will use this one to nullify this card, and this one we will change into this one and use it to return this one to the infirmary. We're gonna heal him right back up. But now an interceptor will show up, another one. So this one is dead and gone, and this one of course activates, it does 1 hull point of damage, and we continue our, oh sorry, not this one, I cannot touch it, it is detecting threats. Okay, yeah, I'm just checking some rules because I was not sure, but yeah, I always have to play these first, always. Okay, so I just jinxed myself again by mentioning it. Okay, so threat detected, new thing inbound, cloaked threats. After the threat phase, roll the threat die again. Oh my lord, if I throw 2, then I will throw another dice, but oh, and I don't have the dice to nullify that. Okay, so the best thing I can do is use these 2 to attack this interceptor and deal it 3 damage to him, which means he is dead and gone, and this one is just unused. Okay, so if I even roll a 2, which I didn't, I would just roll it again and nothing would happen. So far this is okay, and we get this back to roll, and yeah, let's continue. Okay, so another 2 threat detected dice. Now the game is really handing it to me. Okay, I will do it like this. This one to make this one return over here, and this will be the laser, even though the laser is completely not necessary right now, and I will use this one to nullify this one, to change the die into this green science guy and nullify it. Okay, so the next thread, and now we are coming to the big stuff like flagships and stuff like that. So 4, 5, 6, yep, 4, it is 3 points of damage, which means my shields are completely gone. So yeah, the game is just going to be like really hard. It's starting really hard. So we have a board game Heaven with us. He says he just recently picked up this game too. Still need to learn it. If you watch the start of this video, I explained how the game works, but it is super easy game to teach. It really isn't that hard. The other ships might be a little bit more complicated, but once you start with this one, it is just going through motions. You have like 4 steps that you need to do, 6 steps actually, but yeah. Okay, so I got my 3 damage from the flagship, and this one was destroyed, so no cloaked threats for us. And of course, if you haven't heard about the board game Heaven, go check out his channel. He has a really cool channel going on, so go check him, give him a look, and see if you like what he's doing. He does some really nice unboxing, learn to play videos, stuff like that. Okay, let's continue. And we have another threat detected. So we have a laser, and we are going to use this one to change this one into another laser, and this one will just bring this threat detected die over here, and these 2 lasers do 3 damage. Since this is a 4, he will go to 1. He's almost dead, almost, I say. Okay, we have the raiders. Okay, so the raiders are really special because they ignore your shields, even though my shields, oh, I should have maybe recharged my shields. Okay, yeah, I did a little bit mistake, but it is what it is. So the raiders, they ignore your shields, even though I don't have any shields right now. As you can see, I'm at 0. So they ignore your shields and just do hull damage directly. Okay, so please no 4 or 6, no 4 or 6. Okay, of course it's a 6. So yeah, the start was super easy, but now it's getting interesting. So I get 4 hull points of damage, so I am down to 4, and I will most probably die. Yeah, okay, depending how the roll goes, I don't have much to live for. So yeah, let's see how it will go, and it goes terrible, as you can see. But thankfully we have lots of captains to change dice into other dice. So I will use this one to change this other captain into a what? Okay, so I will change him into a green one, and I will recharge my shields because I really need that. I will use one of these to return this one over here, and this captain I will use to change this one into a laser and kill this flagship, because this flagship is doing me 3 damages each time, so I really want him off the board. Okay, so next thing, we draw a new threat. So this one says cosmic existentialism must be completed before assigning any other green dice to a green die crew. I forgot again what's the name of the green die. Just a second. Science. Before I can assign science crew anywhere, first I have to deal with this threat over here. So that's splendid. And number 2, which means nothing happens because this is 4/6, so it will not do any damage whatsoever. So yeah, I think we are back in the game a little bit. We'll see how it goes. We have still a lot of deck to go through. Usually this game plays much faster, but since I'm talking to you, going through motions with you, it will take some time. So lucky me, through just 3 of these threat detected dice, which means we will draw 1 of these, and it says distracted, return this unit, then discard. Return this unit distracted. Okay, I'm not really sure what this one does. Let me just reference. Okay, so special threats distracted. Okay, it says when this card is revealed, immediately place a crew die on the empty space. This unit is unavailable until this threat is activated or completed. Okay, so what it says actually that one of my crew is distracted, and I cannot use it until I put 2 of these dice here with this symbol, and then we will be able to do something. Okay, so what I can do is repair 1 damage, and I will on my hull, and I will do 1 damage to the raiders, and yeah, another threat shows up. Okay, so boost morale, return a, okay, so this one is good for me. This one, if I get a 6, I can discard one of these and then I can discard that card, so that one is great for me, which is awesome. Okay, so number three says return this unit, then discard. Okay, so number 3 activates this distracted card, which means that this unit will return and I will discard it. Optionally, if it didn't came up, I could have paid these 2 to get rid of the card, but lucky for me I got a little bit of break. Okay, basically all of our dice, not cards, dice are available. So let me just drink some juice because my mouth is really starting to get dry. Since I'm talking non-stop for like half an hour. Okay, so we will put this one here just so we can get rid of this guy and so we can start working on the raiders and whatnot. Okay, so for the raiders we're going to need this, just one laser. We're going to kill these raiders and yeah, return all units from the infirmary, return. Okay, so I got no use of these 2, and stasis beam is also of no use to me, but I can use this one to change it into a repair hull, and I can just repair my shields 1 point up. Okay, what is happening right now? Yeah, we are going to, okay, so assault cruiser, -2 hull points, activates on 4s and 5s. Let's see if he activates. No, he's not, so we are good to go. Okay, this one is gone. We handle that and we are just going to, okay, note to myself, I almost dropped the dice on the floor. Note to myself, don't drink carbonated juice when you're live streaming. Soda, because of the burpees and everything. But yeah, let's continue and see if we can survive this assault carrier cruiser and whatever comes with him. Okay, we need to repair some hull points, so we're going to use this one and we're going to tell this captain to command this one to become the repair guy, which means we can repair 3, but we only need to repair 2 to be fully repaired, so that is that. And I'm going to use this one as a stasis beam, the specialty of this ship, so this card will not activate if it happens to fall on a 4 or 5, or I don't know, maybe I will risk it. I don't want this one to activate. Since I don't have any, I want to save this one for later use, so this one will not activate. Oh, but optionally I can say that this one will become the stasis beam and then this will not activate. So I have no need basically to throw the dice, except we'll see what happens here. Okay, so we got the time warp. All threats recover 1 health, but since this threat is on full health, we cannot do anything about it. So this came in a really good time for us. Nothing will happen, and I don't have to roll the dice because none of these. Oh, if I roll 2, all threats will activate. Sorry, and yeah, all threats are recovering, not on full health, so they cannot recover anything. So yeah, that is it. Let's go for the next turn, see what is behind the corner. So far so good. I think I might pull it off, who knows. Oh, sorry, I started to flip the card even though it's not the time for flipping cards, but it's time for. Okay, so I have a million questions for this roll. What the hell, man? My hull is fully repaired. I have absolutely no use of these. That is just terrible. Just terrible. Okay, I'll just use this one and return this one over here. and we are going to draw a rescue telepath. Discard to look at the next 5 cards of the threat deck, but I need to play this one to discard it, so this one will tell me what the next 5 cards are. And in the meantime, let's see what type of damage will I get. Number 2, all threats recover 1 health, but it is at full health, so we are fine and good, handy dandy. And we continue our search for the rescue. Okay, so we have one of these over here. Okay, we definitely have no use of this one, so these 2 I'll just put here so no threats start to recover, and we'll tell commander that this one will turn into laser. We are going to fire the lasers for 3 damage and damage this assault cruiser. And yeah, that is our turn. So the next threat is space pirates. They have 2 hull points. And let me just, I want to turn the deck this way because when I'm drawing it, it's much easier for me at least. Okay, so let's see what happens. Number 2, but luckily this time warp is dealt with, so it does nothing to us. We can discard it. So yeah, I think we're good. We can start our turn again. Okay. Oh, lots of commanders. A lot of commanders. Like a lot that we don't have any use for. What shall we do? Okay, let me do it like this. Okay, so I will use this one to check the next 5 cards of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They need to stay in the same order, so we need to be careful not to disturb it. So let's see what we are. So in 5 turns we are going to get attacked by a Corsair level 2. I think I can manage him with no problem. Strike Bomber, which sends a unit to the infirmary if he strikes, which can be pretty nasty. We have Assault Cruiser, we have another Corsair, and we have nothing happens. So next 5 cards are okay cards to deal with. They are not like super complicated or anything. So yeah, what can we do with these cards? Okay, I will most definitely take this one, change it into a laser, and kill this assault cruiser. And with this one, I will change this one to the laser, so that's 2 damage, and I will kill these space pirates. So because I know what's coming up, so I really want to clear my board, if possible at all. Cannot pick up the cards from the. Okay, so right now we are done with it. We did what we did, so we have nothing happens, and we continue to go our way, which is super awesome. Basically, I'm just rolling to see if I will activate any of these. I'm not, but I will put this one here to return one of these here, and I will say with the captain that this one will become this one to return this one, and this one is unused. And the next thing, we knew that Corsair is coming, so, and Corsair is dealing us 2 damage. So we are in a nasty waters once more. I mean, I can probably deal with him easily, but we'll see. Well, it all depends how you roll. Okay, so we have some threat detected, and yeah, I really want to. Okay, so I will use this one to bring this one back, and I will fire once at this one, and I will command this one to become the recharge shield thingy. I could have easily killed, but yeah, you know what, I'm gonna kill it. So I'm gonna just turn it into more lasers and be dealt with it. Clear table is the best table. So we have assault cruiser level 4 that does 2 hull damage on a 4 and 5. Luckily we got 1, so nothing happens there, and we continue our flight. Okay, really nice. I got 2 fire lasers, and I got this one that I will change in another laser. So this is 5 points of damage, which means this one is obliterated. Nobody knows where it's gone. It just disappeared, Captain. And another one we will use to use this green and recharge our shields. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm like super winning. I'm constantly waiting because I played this game more than a few times, and I'm just looking in the rules if I missed something, and I know that I always had a really hard time beating the game, but somehow I'm like going super well right now. See, I'm really not sure. Let's check out the crew dice. I'm just searching through some rules, trying to see if maybe I can only use one dice on like captain and stuff like that, or I can go here however many times I want. It says nothing about it, so I guess I'm playing everything right. Okay, I forgot we killed this one, but did we flip the card? We threw a 1. I think we did not flip the card and get attacked. Yeah, we didn't. At least I'm just going to continue from here. I think we did not go through this step. There's always needs to be some sort of card here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, I'm now completely lost because I'm not sure if I drew a card or not. This assault cruiser. Okay, we're just gonna leave this one here, see if he hits us. I'm gonna make it hard for myself. If I did a mistake, I'm sorry, but I read through some rules and got confused of where was I last. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so we have 1 threat detected, and we have 2 captains, which means that we are going to use these 2 and just use them as 2 lasers and get rid of this guy over here, and this one will be unused. So another threat shows up. It's a Corsair level 2, and it does not do any damage to us, so we are in a clear, and we will continue our smooth sails. Okay, now the dice are against me. I guess they heard me that I'm cheating. Okay, so new threat detected. Don't panic. Nothing happens. There is no new threat. It was all a lie. But we can fire with laser on this one, and we can use the stasis so it does not activate, which is awesome. And he is not activating. No, oh sorry, I forgot. I need to first draw a card. This one says immediately send all the lasers to the infirmary, then discard. Okay, so these go to the infirmary, then this one is discarded, then we drew 4, nothing happened here, and we go and continue the game. So we are very near the end. I hope we can make it. Okay, so with this we will return this one from the infirmary. This one will be used as a stasis, and these will stay unused because we have full hull and full shields and everything. And of course, first we need to draw a card, level 1 threat. So this is a warbird. It has -3 hull points and it ignores shields, so straight to the hull, no shields against warbird. But luckily it did not activate because we threw a 5. And now we are just going to hope that we can kill it before this one, before it damages us. Okay, so this one is like, okay. So, well, we definitely have one laser. We have a captain, so we can easily make this one another laser and kill both of these with even one left to spare. And yeah, all these really have nothing to do. Another threat shows up. This is a level 2 nebula and shields are offline. -1 nebula health. If I hit any of these numbers, this nebula will lose health, and when destroyed, shields will be back online. So now I don't have shields, I only have my hull points to keep me up alive, so we're gonna see how that looks. Number 5, which means nebula is going down 1 space. And yeah, let's continue. Okay, so some more threat detected. Shields are offline at the moment, but there is no ships to kill us, so I'm really not afraid of that nebula. I mean, I can attack it with lasers, even though, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sleepy. Even though it is weird to attack nebula with lasers, but I guess we can do that. Not really sure. I don't want to stop it from activating, because when it activates it goes actually down and my shields will be back online, so I want it to go off the board. So yeah, I'm just going to use this one to return this one over here, and everything else is as is. Yeah. And we have another don't panic, nothing happens. I think I should definitely get rid of these, but of course have in mind that this is a like a basic ship, like an easiest one to handle with. It has like the most armor and everything. So yeah, let's see if the nebula will activate. And nebula activates and it's off the board, and we can continue. And I really don't need to throw any dice because there is no threat, anything happening, so I can just throw them. Oh yeah, but I need to throw them. Okay, I completely forgot for this reason exactly, so I can get an extra threat on my soul. And yeah, okay, so raiders show up out of nowhere, and now we can assign dice, and I will use this crew dice to change this into a stasis beam and completely ignore this guy when the activation turn starts. and we have this bounty ship level 4, destroy all shields, and then -1 hull. So if I throw 1 or 2, all my shields are gone like instantly. Yeah, of course it's 1, of course it's a freaking 1. I can't believe it. Okay, so destroy all your shields and then -1 hull. Pretty nice. Yeah, this bounty ship is scary as F. Okay, so this one luckily didn't activate it, but this one also ignores your shields, these raiders. So okay, I hope I can deal some damage this turn. Okay, yep, I think I can. I think I can, and that is really good. Okay, so we have at least 3 damage, but we need 4, and we need 6. I can get 5. 5 is the most I can get. So I will use this one. No, I will use the commander to change this one to a laser, and this one will be a stasis beam. So I have 5 damage now. 1, 3, 5. So this is 1, and I'm left with a 4. So I will do bounty ship, and I will destroy the bounty ship. I will just obliterate him out of this planet. Okay, and you know what? No, I really want I really want to do it like that. Okay, let's see what shows up. Don't panic, nothing happens. So this is one smooth sailing. I threw, if I get a 6, I can activate this one and remove this one and help myself out a little bit, but it does not happening. Okay, so now we have another threat die over here. One of these greens will be used to recharge all the shields, and the other one will be used as a stasis beam to block this guy from activating on me. This one will repair my 1 hull that I have damage on. Oh my god, I really threw a nice combination, and this one will just bring this one over here. So let's see what new shows up. Okay, so we have the orbital cannon. It has only 1 health, but it says if you throw a 3, it will give you -2 hull, and you can this orbital cannon cannot be damaged unless it is the only threat. So first, luckily for me, I only have 1 threat, which I can easily get rid of, and then I can attack the orbital cannon. Wow, this orbital cannon is really nasty stuff. Okay, and as you can see, our deck is running pretty thin, and I think that we just might have a chance to win this one. Okay, ooh, lots of dice that I really don't need, but luckily I got some commanders to change them into something that I need. So I will use this one to let this one be a laser, which means this is a 3 point of damage. So this is 1 and this is 2. Did I throw? Wait, I did pull this one and this one at the stasis, but did I throw the dice? It was 5, it would be 5, so this one activates on 3. I completely forgot this step of the previous turn. So yeah, nothing would activate. This one had a stasis on him or something. Okay, so this is 3 damage, this is 2 damage, so this is 1, this is 2, and it's gone. So I'm just going to move a ship a little bit up here so you can see it completely. Okay, so now what we are going to do is go in the next round, and we cleared all the ships and everything, which is really cool. And okay, so this one to move this one over here, and that's basically everything I can do with my dice. Nothing happens, so we are good to go. And yeah, let's see if we can activate like this 6, even though we don't need activating it since there is no threats on this ship. yeah, always, every time I clear this, I always throw 3 of these. I don't know how that happens. I really don't. So yeah, let's see what new threat is coming up. So we have a destroyer that is attacking us, activates on 1 and 3 and does -3 hull points. Pretty scary, I must say. So yeah, let's start damaging him. Captain will tell this guy to be a fire laser guy and make 1 wound to him, and then we are going to draw a card. Okay, so we have the mercenary on our hands. He says if no threats activated this round, -2 hull. So he is not activated, he activates if none else activates. So yeah, I would almost actually like for him to activate, since this one does -3 hull points of damage and this one does -2 hull points. So it would be way better just to not activate this big guy, but we'll see. Okay, so the big guy activates. I guess the game can hear you if you are like cheering against it or something. So yeah, I get 3 points of damage, which means I'm at 1 on the shields, and yeah, that is my turn. So now we are going to try and survive all these things. Oh my god. Okay, so we have 1 thread going on. Let me just quickly check out the stasis thing. I really have to get in touch with the designer of the game, Tony Go, to ask him few questions about the game. Now it just seems too easy, but every time I play the game and not live streaming, it was like super hard to defeat the game. I think I managed to do it once. I guess I'm doing something, I don't know, it just feels too easy. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to fire the laser and we are going to destroy this destroyer, destroy the destroyer, and we're going to just put this one over here so he does not do anything this turn. And these I will just use this one to recharge my shields, of course, and then we'll draw a new threat. Okay, so we have hijackers. Let me see if there is something about this card. Okay, so hijackers, you may complete this threat as an external threat or away mission. Oh, okay, that's why they have these here. So you can basically do damage to the card and completely defeat it, or play these 2 symbols like these 2 captains and just get rid of it that way. Really cool, I like it. Okay, so on 4 or 5 he activates. If nothing happens, this one is blocked, so no activation from him this round. No activation from anybody because I'm that good. Okay, my turn. We have like 10 more cards I think left, so I think we are good to win this one. Okay, so we are going to have some lasers over here. Okay, so I'm just going to do again that thing with the stasis beam and activate and deactivate this mercenary card. And what else I can do? Just play 3 lasers and make these hijackers have just 1 hull point of. I mean, this is 3 damage. I have more options on this card how to defeat it, so I will put a stasis beam here, that's way better, and just use these 3 points of damage to get rid of this mercenary card. That was way better move. Okay, next thing is, let's see who goes against us. So we have a panel explosion and we cannot do any repairs to the hull until we do this thing over here. So number 3, but nothing activates since this one is blocked, and it's my turn to go. I almost got a second captain so I could get rid of this nasty thing. Okay, but we're going to nullify this one with this. We are going to put stasis beam here, and we're going to tell captain that this one is a laser, so captain makes this one a laser, and that is 3 damage to the hijackers. And let's see what will come up next. Okay, so we have a boarding ship, and we need to send somebody to infirmary. I guess one of the lasers. Let me just quickly check. Boarding ship. You may complete this threat as an external threat or away mission. Oh no, it's the same as this one over here, but you can send one of these to infirmary and get rid of that boarding ship. Otherwise it does -2 hull points of damage. So for this one you just need to assign them and they will get rid of the threat, but over here this one will be sent to infirmary if you want to deal with it that way. Okay, so we got rid of the panel explosion. That is all secured. So yeah, and we continue. We try and see if we can. No, we don't continue. I forget to throw the dice. Okay, so this one was in stasis, so he cannot activate, and this one will not activate because 6 does not activate anything except this, but there is nothing to activate here, so yeah. Okay, let's continue. I don't know if this is boring for you. You tell me, since this game is pretty simple. So are you enjoying these videos at all? At least you who are online. So at least I know if you want me to stream tomorrow with the other ships, so you can see all the ships, how they look. Oh, we have another fellow painter online. Hello Zeblik. And as you can see, we are not painting tonight. Tonight we are playing a solo game of Deep Space D-6. So yeah, where we were. Okay, I'm assigning my dice to what we'll be doing this turn. Okay, so we are going to fire some lasers, and you know what, I'm gonna send this one to infirmary to get rid of these, like this one right away, and I'm just gonna put nothing to anything, since this one will kill this one, this one will kill this one. So yeah, you had to fix your dryer. Well, we are trying to survive this space adventure. While you are fixing your dryer, and we are fixing our shields. Like we were probably doing the same thing, kind of, sort of, kind of. Yeah. Okay, I'm rambling too much. This is the dice. This is what I will do with them. Okay, I will use this one to return this one over here, and so lasers shoot, they kill these hijackers, and this one goes to infirmary, so the boarding ship is destroyed. And yeah, that was pretty easy. Okay, let's see what happens. Scout comes. If you lost hull this round, lose 1 additional hull. So but there is no need to roll this one since there is nothing to activate, so he just damages you if you. So yeah, Zeblik says it looks like an interesting game. Yeah, it really is. I don't know, I like it for a solo play, I really do, and other ships are really different. I only played one game, so I'm really not familiar. I'm super familiar with this ship, and I know how it works, how you should do some things to help yourself, but all the other ships are just a mystery to me. So next 3 days are going to be a wild ride trying to defeat this game, but this is like sort of thing, let's see if I can win against the game. So far it looks like I'm gonna win this one. I don't want to curse myself, but it looks like I'm winning, so yeah. Let's continue. So the scout showed up, yep, and we will take our dice and continue rolling. So this one to heal this one that gave his life, and we put this one here, and then this one will go and put it over here, and with this one I will, with the captain, I will change this one to lasers and just do 1 point of damage to scout. I could have easily changed it to this one, this science dice, and just put it like a stasis beam, but that way you are winning the game only if you defeat all of these like external threats. So this is an external threat and we need to defeat it. Koska says this is like a practice round. Sort of, yeah, we can watch this as a practice round. Okay, so we are like 5-6 cards to go, so let's see. Rescue soldier. Okay, discard, so I can discard this card to reroll all of these threat detected faces this round, and that is pretty nice of them. So I have some help over here, but really don't need it so far. Again, we don't have anything to roll, so nothing can activate. So let's continue. Okay, we got 2 lasers, which means this one is corner. Okay, but we have this one over here, but we will of course use this one to return it to the infirmary. And scout is gone. He has 2 health, and these 2 dice do 3 damage, so he's well gone. And I can't really do anything with these dice, so they go unused. Okay, shield platform protects external threats. Okay, so until I destroy this one, all external threats are protected from any damage. There's really no point in me rolling since there is nothing to damage me. But we are going to try and damage this shield platform, which is not going well. Okay. So 1 laser damage to it, so it goes here. And I can use a captain to make this one another laser damage, which means I will get +2 more damage, which is 1, 2, and it's gone. I'm just getting rid of these cards as they show up, which is super weird. And these go unused, and let's see who invades us. Okay, so we have invaders. They say send the unit to the infirmary, so we are just going to put it over here and roll the dice. Nothing happens luckily. If we throw a 2 or a 4, then this one would send one of our guys to the infirmary. So far so good, and we can only get rid of them if we play 2 lasers. And guess what, I only got 1 laser, but lucky me, I have a captain that can turn die into any other die, so I really want to get rid of this right away. So we are going to play 2 lasers here. This one is nullified, and yeah, these 2 go unused. And let's see who attacks us. Solar winds, -5 hull, and then discard. So it does not have wait, I have to check out solar winds to see where should I put them. When drawn, place this card above all the external threats. It cannot be attacked, only going away when the threat number is rolled. Additionally, solar wind does not prevent attacks to the orbital cannon. So, wait a second, I got a message. Okay, nothing important right now. So solar winds, we're going to move this one up here, goes up here, and we can't attack it, we can't do anything to it. Yeah, that's going to be a toughie to get rid of. Okay, so invaders are gone, and we're gonna roll for solar winds, and of course that we got. Okay, of course you need to, you get to in this game. So that is -5 hull points. Luckily we have 4 shields and 1 hull point down, and then discard. So it is discarded, and yeah, this is just, oh dear lord, this is just not right. Okay, so we are going to recharge our shields. We're going to repair that 1 hull that we just lost, and that is that. We can't do anything. Okay, so I will use the captain to change this one to this guy so I can return this one back, and we have only 2 cards left, which I think we won this game. So we have the meteorite, -1 meteorite health when destroyed, -5 hull. So this one is pretty nasty. As soon as I destroy him, he will go and hit my hull for 5 damage. 6 does not activate him, so that's cool. But I am pretty sure that we are in clear with this tonight at least. Okay, so we have 2 of these, and none of the cards that none of the dice that we need. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna tell this one to be this purple one, and it is going here. All threat detected will be re-rolled. So I got another threat detected, but this one is gone. This will go here, and yeah, what else can we do? What else can we do? So I will tell with this one to make this one a laser, fire this for 1 damage on this one, and we're just going to put stasis. No, it doesn't matter. I really want to destroy it. I don't want to hold it back. Okay, and the last threat, it's coming. It is a fighter level 1, a small guy left behind. Yeah, Zeblik, it is fun. It really is fun game, and since you're not at the beginning of the stream, I know that I'm streaming in a weird time for you, but this is the only time that I can stream. You get 3 other completely different ships, and we are going to play these for the next 3 days and see who's better, game or me. So I'm gonna study these ships some more once I'm done with this game, because now I'm kind of a little bit more refreshed. I didn't play this game in a while, but these weird times make you play solo games. Okay, so yeah, that we are attacked, and it is number 4, which means we are getting 1 hull down, which is not that troublesome. So yeah, and we continue rolling. Okay, another threat detected, and okay, so I will use these 2 captains to make these 2 as a laser, fire the laser, and this is 3 damage, so I'm going to use it to destroy this meteorite, and it will do a 5 hull damage to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hull damage, and then we will roll this dice. This fighter is not activated, and last turn we only need 1 laser or something to defeat this one. Oh my god, this is phenomenal. So I did not get anything, like at all. Okay, so I'll just recharge my shields and use this one to get this one back and repair my hull points, which really there's no need for, since I just need 1 laser to destroy this guy. Okay, so I need to draw a card, and there's no more cards to draw. let me see what happens. I think I might be if there is no more cards, skip this step. Okay, cool. We don't draw any more cards. We just see if this one damages us. Of course it does. It does us 1 point of damage with this, which is just absurd that one little fighter is going to give me some headache right now. Okay, and we are done. So fires the lasers and we destroy this one fighter. I should have prepared like appropriate animation, like some input some paper with the fireworks if I win. You backed a Kickstarter that looks a little bit like this. This guy who did this game, this Deep Space D-6, he did create like a sequel to this game or something along those lines, but it's a multiplayer game, but you can still use the components, you know, like back and forth between these two games. I'm really not sure, so I don't want to tell you anything. Warp Sage. Oh no, then we are talking about something completely different. So basically, yeah, that is that was the game. We didn't even use this boost morale. We didn't need it. So yeah, this was like a nice practice run, I can say. Like Kotka mentioned it. Of course, I forgot to mention that there are gameplay notes on the back of this ship, so you can see like commanders can be used on other commanders, stuff like that. So how you can play this ship, what is his strategies, his weak points and good points, and all that. So, for example, now that you are more familiar with the game, as you can see, this one has like offense, defense and utility all 6, and let's say this one, he says he has offense 6, defense 8, but utility is 3, and he has some completely different things going on, and depending on all kinds of different stuff. This one is the hardest to play, if I'm not mistaken, so we will play this one last. And as you can see, the difference between the hull points, this one has only 5. So yeah, next thing we have this one that has 10 hull points but only 2 points of shields, and he has like super good offense but he's really bad at the defense, but utility is 5. And the last one is this guy that has like 5, 6, and he has offense 8, defense 5, utility 5. He has this great copy, another crew die stuff. I don't know, he can do some launching rocket, he can launch rockets or shoot a quantum cannon, all kinds of different things. So yeah, Zeblik, go watch it from the beginning if you're interested. It is really, I even explained the rules to the game. I'm not sure if I'm going to explain all the rules of the game. I'm just going to explain how the ship works tomorrow, that other ship that I will be playing, and I will refer to others that go and watch the intro on this first video, HALCYON. So far it is me against the game, and I'm winning by 1. As I already mentioned, I could have optionally I could have introduce these cards into deck, like at the end of the game, once you go through all these cards, and then you will be attacked by this like huge station, and you have to face all of these cards at once. So all of them will be here at once, and this one ignores shields, -2 hull, recharge barrier, return to play if destroyed, all kinds of different things. It is really like super interesting thing to fight against. I mean, interesting, hard to fight against, but I really wanted to have fun and not be obliterated on turn 5 of the game. And also I have like this expansion, which to be honest I never played with, but this is just more cards, and I think that you use this deck of cards instead of this deck when you are playing the game, and it has lots of different things and abilities to it. It attacks you in a little bit of different ways. I don't know how to say it, pronounce it. correctly and you get some dice for something. I don't know, I have to read the rules and see. Maybe next time when we are finished with all these 4 ships, maybe I can go through it with this expansion if I learn it. But first we are going to do some painting once we are done with this ship, and then we're going to be back to gameplay. But I must say that gameplay is pretty hard, since it involves a lot of talking and my mouth is dried. Okay, I will wrap things up for tonight. That is that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. I think that my baby is crying, so I really have to sign off. And yeah, thank you for spending time with me. I really had fun. I really enjoyed playing this solo game. Thank you for watching it with me. And yeah, until next time. Pozdrav.